Hi guys, welcome to Let's Cook. Boy, I can't tell you how time flies. This is the 12th week that we've been with you.
And today is the last day of our Let's Cook Season 1. No!
Oh, don't be so sad. This is just the start of our Let's Cook journey. We're going to be back with many new recipes and new sections which are going to keep you enthralled and excited for years to come. And of course, it's all going to be featuring recipes which are fast, easy, and delicious.
If you watched the previous show, I said that we would have a big surprise.
Indeed you did, but sorry guys, you're going to have to wait till the end of the show to find out what it is.
Believe me, it's gonna be fun. Hey Young, why don't you give a glimpse of our main dish recipe today?
Well, here's a little hint. They're bite-sized dishes which are packed full of Spanish flavors. If you serve these at a party, you will certainly be the star of the show.
Stay tuned. Let's go.
Tiny little quail egg, right in half, done. And just fill it up. Well, because some people may not want to have ice in their drink, but we want to make sure that this punch is still refreshing for them.
Let's go.
Welcome back to our first section, Main Dish
Recipe.
Today we're making 3 easy and delicious tapas recipes that are bursting with flavor.
So, are you ready to experience a real taste of Spain with our mix and match tapas recipe?
Yep, so the first one on the list today is our ham and peach nibbles. Now it's really easy. There's only 3 ingredients.
3 ingredients?
3 ingredients. So we have these wonderful peaches, some basil, and Serrano ham.
So what's the first thing to do?
The first thing to do is to cut up these peaches. So if you can help me out, I'm just gonna lift this up here. There we go. A nice sharp knife.
Okay.
And I gotta slice it up. Now, you don't wanna make them too thick, but obviously not too thin either.
So maybe around 1 centimeter, 2
Yeah, you could probably halve it, and then each of those halves cut into thirds.
I really love the smell. Soft and sweet flesh of this peach.
And besides being delicious, they're also really helpful for you. They're packed full of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Now come to my section. I'm gonna put all these ingredients together. Really easy. So I'm gonna take some of these slices you've done here.
Okay.
So we're gonna need a few basil leaves. There we go. Just put them right there on the plate. So while I put them together, you can help prepare the basil.
Sure.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 1 slice of peach. I'm gonna take 1 basil leaf. And I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah?
And
Then I'm gonna take a wonderful slice of this Serrano ham. It's wonderful thin ham. Ooh, look at that. Now be careful because it will tear if you're not too careful.
done.
Done. How easy is that?
That is so fast and easy.
Now to make sure that all of this wonderful flavor stays on the peach, you're gonna wanna skewer them with some toothpicks. So just take 1 toothpick, put it right through it, done. The second item on our tapas menu is smoked salmon with quail egg.
Ooh, I love salmon.
Let's look at the ingredients. Of course, you can't have smoked salmon without some smoked salmon. We also have our quail eggs, a little bit of mayonnaise, and a baguette.
Okay. So where do we start?
Well, it's super easy. Actually, we can do this in tandem together. So
Okay, sure.
while I'm cutting these quail eggs, can you put some mayonnaise on these sliced baguette
Sure.
pieces? Perfect. All right. So I'm going to slide this over to you. And while you're doing that, I will cut these quail eggs lengthwise. There's one. There's two. All right. All you have to do is to put them together is start off with the smoked salmon. Now you're going to want to slice your salmon about 2 centimeters in length. And you're going to take one of your baguettes, going to put a little bit of the salmon on top,
Okay.
and top it with the quail egg. Just like that. And then, of course, to keep it all in place, you need some more toothpicks. Oh, you got the toothpicks over there. Can you pass them over?
Sure.
Wonderful, thank you.
There you
One
go.
toothpick right through the top, right through the salmon in the bread. Voila, there you have it. Now we come to our last and third tapas, crunchy baked mussels.
A very simple appetizer that would definitely delight your taste buds, especially for those who love seafood, and I'm one of them.
Well, that's why I always choose these dishes, because I know you love them.
Oh, thank you. So,
Well, let's take a look at the ingredients. Absolutely.
Okay.
So you can't have crunchy baked mussels without mussels. So we do have some of them here. We also have some fresh breadcrumbs, a little bit of garlic, chopped onion, some lemon zest, olive oil, a little bit of butter, black peppercorns,
pepper.
freshly chopped parsley, and a little bit of paprika as well. Let's get started.
sure.
So the first thing we need to do is saute our onions and our garlic. We're gonna add our butter into the pan, then we're gonna add in our chopped onion and the chopped garlic as well. We're just gonna saute these until they soften up, because we don't wanna have that harsh garlic or onion flavor when people bite into these tapas. All right, we're just about done here. So I'm gonna turn off the heat, and we're just gonna set this aside in a bowl, because we're gonna be using it in just a moment for the stuffing. Let's put that into a bowl there for us. There we go. Let that cool down just a little. Next stop on it is combining all these wonderful ingredients together to make that wonderful crunchy topping for the mussels.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
we have fresh breadcrumbs. Now I do recommend fresh breadcrumbs, not the ones that are already dried, because when you put these into the oven, if they're already really dry, they'll actually burn really easily and quickly. So try to use fresh bread. And then our olive oil as well, our chopped parsley, and last but not least, the lemon zest.
Speaking of lemon zest, I once tried to zest a lemon and it turned out my dish were really bitter.
Well, that's because you have to be careful. A lemon zest is taking just that outside yellow part of the lemon, not the white pith, which is underneath in the bitter part. Now you can do it in a variety of ways. They do have lemon zesters out there, or a grate, nice and moist. Excellent. So what we need to do now is stuff the mussels. Now, really easy. Now, a lot of times you can't find fresh mussels. So in that case, it's fine to buy frozen mussels or even ones which are pre-cooked. If they are, you want to defrost them before we do this. Make sure they're at room temperature and they're nice and hydrated. You might even soak them in a little bit of salt water.
And I noticed that there's two colors, the pale one and the orange one. What's the difference between these two?
You're very observant. Well, the pinkish orange ones, those are actually mature female mussels. The pale ones are immature females or male. Now, there's a lot of debate out there about which one's the more delicious one to eat. Personally, I think that the male ones are, because they're a little younger. but it's really up to personal choice. Now, if you're gonna use fresh mussels, you're gonna have to cook them beforehand. That means you have to put them in a steamer and wait a few minutes and see until they open up. Then you know that they're done.
What if they don't open?
If they don't open, well, there's a couple reasons. Number one, either they're not thoroughly cooked, or maybe there's some mud or some sediment on the inside. Either way, don't use them, throw them away. They're not safe to eat.
I see.
But these ones, we actually, like I mentioned before, we actually got these already frozen, defrosted, so they're already cooked and ready to go.
Okay.
So to start off with, and you can help me out this way, is we're just going to brush them with a little bit of butter first to make them a little more moist and tender when we bake them. Yep, baste it right on there. There you go. So you baste it. Perfect, thank you. And then you're gonna take a little bit of our wonderful stuffing and topping here. So we put the topping on one of our wonderful mussels here, add a little bit of salt and pepper at the end to taste, and we're ready to bake.
Okay,
So into the oven we go.
it's time to bake. So how long do we have to bake it?
Well, you want to bake them until the breadcrumbs become nice and crunchy, probably about 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. Woo. There we go. Look at that. But we're going to transfer these over onto our wooden cutting board and then sprinkle with a little paprika. And finally, a little bit of paprika for color on the top.
And the taste too.
And the taste too, exactly.
Let's cook.
Welcome back to our Cook It Yourself or CIY menu.
And today we're gonna show you how to create a colorful fruit punch, which is one of the all-time favorite party drink.
You can't have a complete tapas menu without having this wonderful and refreshing drink.
So what are the ingredients here?
Well, it's really simple. We're gonna start off with having some red salaka syrup. Now, salaka is, or otherwise known as sala syrup, is one of my most favorite syrups. It's a wonderful taste, very, very aromatic, and it comes from a palm fruit, which is grown in Thailand. We're gonna add that. We'll have also some orange juice, some Sprite, a little bit of salt, and some soda water. Not to mention a whole bunch of chopped and diced fruit.
Okay, so what's the first thing to do?
Well, this is the easiest part of it. We just start combining them. So we're gonna take our syrup and just add it into a big punch bowl. Now you wanna make sure you have a punch bowl which is large enough to hold all these wonderful ingredients together. One down, then to that we're going to add our orange juice, a little bit of salt, and the Sprite. Now once we do this, we gotta give it a nice good stir. So why don't you grab that big spoon for me and stir it around till it's all nice and incorporated. Perfect. Now the second part, it's looking at all this wonderful fruit. See what we prepared here? So we have some chopped red and green apples, some watermelon. This is dragon fruit, pineapple, kiwi, and sliced orange. Now you can use any fruit you want. Try the local varieties. It's up to you what you love and your flavors are. We love them all, so we're gonna put them all in there.
We're gonna use crushed ice anyway. Why do they need to be chilled?
Well, because some people may not want to have ice in their drink, but we want to make sure that this punch is still refreshing for them.
Ah, okay.
All right, so get every little bit of fruit out of there. Wonderful.
Okay.
All right, thank
Clean
you.
this up.
Now we're gonna give it another good stir. Wow. One more step to go. You know what it is?
Adding chilled water.
Adding the chilled soda water. Exactly.
Soda water.
So I already had some here. We're gonna pour it in there. Give it that wonderful fizziness, refreshing. And you know what? I think we actually have room for a little more.
Cool.
There we go. Give it a good stir. Actually, you want to stir it for me? There we go. All right. Perfect. Look at all that wonderful fruit punch foam coming to the top. Don't worry, it will go down. Oh, you can really smell it, huh? All the wonderful flavors. This is going to go perfect with our tapas that we prepared earlier.
Let's cook.
Welcome to the Let's Cook classroom.
As always, we're gonna pick 3 English words which are related to cooking.
Now the first word of the day is tapas. Now tapas is derived from the Spanish word tapar, which literally means to cover. And it's said that the first tapas ever made was just a chunk of bread placed over a glass to keep the flies out.
Tapas is a wide variety of small savory Spanish dishes, also served as snack with drinks or other tapas as a meal.
And they can come cold, such as mixed olives and feta cheese, or even hot, such as chipotes, which are fried battered baby squid.
Serving tapas is designed for the conversation, so tapas are the ideal for parties and social gatherings.
And in today's show, we had 3 types of tapas, our ham and peach nibbles, along with our smoked salmon and quail egg, and obviously our crunchy baked mussels. Today we're making 3 easy and delicious tapas recipes that are bursting with flavor.
So, are you ready to experience a real taste of Spain with our mix and match tapas recipe?
Now the second word is Serrano ham, otherwise known as jamón serrano.
Is it derived from the Spanish?
Oh, that's absolutely correct. Serrano ham is actually a dry cured ham from Spain in the southern part, from white hogs who are fed a diet of only acorns. It's cured in a very high altitude cold place for about 9 months. You can see the color, it's a deep red with veins of fat through it and that wonderful taste.
Ham is not smoked but has an intense yet mild flavor and pleasing aroma and, of course, a coarse texture.
And we used our Serrano ham when we made those wonderful tapas today, those ham and peach nibbles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 1 slice of peach, I'm gonna take 1 basil leaf, and I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah?
And then,
And then I'm gonna take a wonderful slice of this Serrano ham. It's wonderful thin ham. Ooh, look at that. Now be careful because it will tear if you're not too careful.
done.
Done, how easy is that?
And finally, the last word is zester.
A zester is a kitchen utensil for removing the zest off of a lemon or other citrus fruit such as oranges and limes.
Zesters are available in many types. For example, this one, we have the handle at the one end and the cutting hole at the other ends.
Not only that, you can find the grating type, but it's up to you. If you don't even have one of those, you can always use a serrated knife. Just pull towards you and you'll get that wonderful zest off the outside of the citrus fruit that you want to add your dish. They're great for things such as raw or even cooked foods to heighten the flavors with all those natural essential oils from the fruit.
Today we use zester to zest the lemon for our crunchy baked mussel.
A lemon zest is taking just that outside yellow part of the lemon, not the white pith, which is underneath in the bitter part. Now you can do it in a variety of ways. They do have lemon zesters out there or a grate.
Let's cook.
Guys, welcome to our Let's Cook TV housewarming party.
And I'm so excited. This is the first time ever we film outside of the studio. And look at this place. Isn't it beautiful?
I'm thrilled to present to you our tapas menu along with our colorful fruit punch.
And they look fantastic. And we also have another mouth-watering menus which were demonstrated from our past shows.
We also have some special guests today. Wondering who they are?
They are the people who behind our success, and also our Let's Cook TV show can't be happen without these amazing people. They are the Lossley Entertainment team.
They work long and hard hours every day to put on the best show for you guys, and we're gonna here to show our appreciation with our lovely housewarming party featuring our tapas menus and colorful fruit punch.
Hey Johan, why don't we ask our special guests what do they think of our tapas menus?
That's a great idea.
Okay.
So guys, what do you think so far?
Okay, look, so I had the Serrano ham and peach, and I thought, you know, it's very salty, but it's also really nicely complemented by the peach. What about you guys?
I tried some of the fruit punch and it was amazing, super refreshing.
For me, I tried the custard. It's perfect.
Well, I tried the mussels, and the recipe you gave was really fast, easy, and delicious. I really like it.
We sure hope that you try these fast, easy, and delicious recipes at home. It's a wonderful tapas party you can do anytime and anywhere.
They're very simple and perfect for easy entertaining.
Now, for those of you who want to have our full recipes or see some of our past episodes, just visit our official website at letscook.com.mm.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and click like on Facebook for more updates.
If you try our recipes at home, take a picture, post it on our Instagram account or post it on our Facebook. We'd love to see what you're doing at home. And don't worry, even though this is the last of season 1, but season 2 is right around the corner with many new great recipes and tips and tricks.
And thanks for watching. We'll be back real soon.
Let's
Cook!
But it's really up to personal choice.
What if the mussels don't open? What's the meaning of that?
I didn't mention the opening of the mussels yet while cooking this. Hold on a second.
All right, we're all done with our
Crunchy!
Welcome to the Let's Cook classroom.
As always, we're gonna pick 3 English words which are from our... As always, tapas has a wide variety of... Sorry.
Now, when you try your recipes at home, what are you? Don't worry, because season 1's over, but season 2 right around. You told me I had to talk about season 2.
Yeah, you have to talk in the first place. Okay, anyway.